show about?
It's about nothing.
No story?
No, forget the story.
You gotta have a story.
Who says you gotta have a story?
And it's about nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Welcome to this week's Cocktail Hour. I am Meg.
And I'm Nikki. Thank you for joining us as we do exactly what you're meant to do at a cocktail hour, and that is yap.
We have been gone a very long time. So much has happened.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
What has happened?
This one's probably going to be pretty long.
I have plans after this, so
Can you stop having plans?
I'm just joking. I don't have anywhere to be.
It's like, I'll choke you. We need to go see Wuthering Heights. Maybe not today. I'm on 3 hours
Tomorrow.
of sleep. Oh, yeah. My whole day is open.
we
I
talked
think.
about it already.
I know, but this is nothing on you, but like we can talk about something. I'm never thinking we're actually going to do it unless we go like, okay, this date, this time, meet you there.
Okay.
Even then, I don't know, because I reschedule things like it's a part-time job. I can't help myself. Okay, biggest thing that happened.
I got married.
I wasn't even going to say that. I was going to say something else. I did get married. And since this isn't a wedding podcast and I don't think all my couples are going to listen, the best part about getting married is that it's done.
Over.
That it's done.
over with.
I had so much fun. It was fun to plan, not fun to pay for. The day itself was what it was. But now I'm just like, cool, it's done. And I can enjoy the fact that I'm married, and I never want to ever do that again.
Okay. Yep.
And if I did, I would go to City Hall.
That's how I feel.
Just not, But we had a good time in Vegas.
Great time.
Adam and I got in the day before. We did our yayas. We walked down the strip, took out money, had a good time. The next day, spa day, pool day. You got in.
Yep.
Amelia got in. We hung out, went to dinner. Nikki and I wreaked havoc on the Park MGM floor. I took my shoes off.
Yeah, but you needed to, honestly, because those shoes were not comfortable.
They were not comfortable. Took the shoes off.
Are those ones you wore for your wedding?
Yeah, I wore the same ones back to back just because, I don't know. I only really brought the ones with the flower on them for photos.
Those were the worst pair of shoes I've ever put on my feet in my entire life. I've never had worse blisters from heels ever.
Yeah,
They're
but you
still
looked
there.
so cute.
Thank you.
That's
I
all that
tried really
matters.
hard to bring out the Vegas in me.
Yeah.
And then the Vegas stayed.
But one thing I will say that no matter how small your gathering is, your wedding, no matter how much money you've paid for convenience, things are going to go wrong. And it's not a message from the universe that you're marrying the wrong person.
Correct.
Things are just going to go wrong, or you're going to have a vision of what they're going to look like in your head and they just don't turn out. So there are things that I still think about to this day where I go, okay, I'm a little, peeved about it, but I don't know. In the grand scheme of things, it was a good weekend.
It was a wonderful weekend.
Yeah,
It was so fun.
It was a really good time. So people showed up that weren't originally going to be there, but it was all in good fun. It was kind of nice to have a little bit of a group.
It was nice.
Zane was in town that weekend.
Got to see him.
We didn't technically. I was like, did you? Because I didn't.
No.
His fans, his menaces actually were all over our hotel.
Breathing down our backs. First
couldn't
of all, get
move.
the fuck away from me. Meg and I were walking. We were coming from the restroom back to the bar where the rest of our party was, the other 3 people. And these girls, there's this long line to get into Zane.
Mhm.
Okay. Love you, Zane. Like, sure. But these girls were on our shoulders, like, we're in line here. And
Yeah.
Meg and I both looked and we're like, okay.
Yeah, I was like, well, we're not. I'm not trying to budge in front of you.
Trying to walk.
Also, your seats are assigned, ho. Why are you freaking out about what space and you are in line? I'm like,
Trying to walk here.
Yeah. And she wasn't cute. And here's what I'm going to say.
Again.
You can either be cute and mean. And if you're not cute, you really shouldn't be mean. You can't be both. Sorry. Just like you can be rich and mean, but you can't be poor and mean. Those things just
You
don't-
can.
You can, but then like I'm not talking to you. But
Then
if you're
I'm
gonna
not
be
giving you my
mean-
dollar.
Yeah. Give me money. You can be mean to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Established.
But even before the wedding, the weekend before I went down to Austin, Texas, You guys, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, let's get out of Minnesota. It's so fucking cold here. It's literally
This
frigid,
bitch.
frigid temperatures. I get down there. It's an ice storm. I get stuck down there. I get stuck in the airport for like 10 hours. I'm down there to shoot a wedding. And it's just, it wasn't as bad as Minnesota, but I was really disappointed in Austin, Texas.
Well, I had a great time in Phoenix, so in Sedona.
So happy for you. Tell us what happened in Phoenix. Because that was also the week before, a couple days before.
Yeah, so that was actually like a few days before I flew down to Phoenix. I did another High Rocks. Don't ever want to do one again. You should see my face in all of these videos. I look more miserable than I've ever been in my entire life. I was pissed. The setup sucked.
Really? Like compared to Vegas?
Here's the thing. First of all, Vegas was probably the best one that I've done.
Okay.
Chicago, horrible. No setup. Like it was just like the structure of it for this to be a probably $1 million industry now. Yeah. Their way of doing things is such bullshit in my mind. And I'm paying so much money to go and torture my body for an hour. And for what? We received these patches. We were one of the first groups to compete on Thursday for High Rocks. For those of you who don't know what High Rocks is, it's a fitness race thing. But we got these patches, which like we always get patches at every race. Super fun, super nice. They have like the place that you did it, the year, whatever, the division that you were in. Well, we get there, we get our patch after you finish the race. They hand it to you right away. We got this piece of shit patch, and my partner emailed them afterwards because she saw somebody posting on the internet, like, when you get to High Rocks and this is the patch that you expect, but this is what you get.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, yeah, the patches weren't going to arrive on time, so we had somebody overnight make some really quick. It is threading, falling apart. I mean, least of my worries, but if I'm paying you over $200 to fucking compete and that's my souvenir, that's my souvenir and it's falling apart already, boo.
Also, if they're still coming, you then get the manpower to ship them out.
I said. I'm like, why couldn't they send them to us? And they were like, well, we can't send them out because then anybody would have the opportunity to get them and they're exclusively for athletes. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm an athlete.
Yeah. Let me send you a picture of me goblet squatting and send me my fucking patch.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So then my friend and I went to Sedona the following day and it was stunning. Yeah. Actually, we went that same day. We drove right after my competition. I forgot.
It's diabolical.
It was perfect. I'm so glad we did that. We sat in a hot tub. The weather was perfect. Yeah. Like we did a 6.5 mile hike the next day. It was stunning.
Did you bring a camera at all, like to take photos?
No. Had I brought a camera to take photos, I would have been taking photos of you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The day
Nikki's
before
just really obsessed with me.
Yeah, totally.
That's fair. Well, I'm glad you had fun.
Then I drove 7 hours to Vegas the following day.
And not only was she on time, she was fucking early. Nick was early because we had a tattoo appointment. So if you're not watching Heated Rivalry yet, what the fuck are you doing? If you need an HBO password, DM me because about
just
50
share it right
people.
Here.
Yeah, 50
No, I'm just kidding.
People.
Don't do that.
No, because it's probably my same login information for
everything.
But I've probably given it to 50 people at this point. But we did Heated Rivalry tattoos, and it was a traveling. We really should shout them out.
We should shout them out. But I also do want to say that, like, walking into a random hotel room to get tattoos by a group of women who are just cycling through people on a couch giving tattoos was a little sketchy for me.
It did feel a little sketchy going in. They really had
They had the flow. They have everything down. I'm just saying for me, like going into a random hotel room in Vegas, being like, yes,
that's the
I want this one.
Like, but they are at Running Water Tattoo on Instagram. They're
legit.
They're very specifically a traveling that says
group
tattoos
of women.
On tour. Yeah,
women.
I actually thought that was kind of cool.
I love that.
Going in there, not a single man, even. Adam, Nikki, and I went because Adam and I got matching tattoos as well. And I kicked Adam out for a little bit.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, it's just a bunch of women in here. Like, go
I agree.
until your tattoo's ready to go. Just sit in the hallway. So,
and I will say that I've only ever been tattooed by a woman once before that. Okay. And it was my other little red ink tattoo. So I thought it was great.
Yeah.
This girl was much more heavy-handed. So I do think that these will probably last a lot longer than my other one, which was very cute and dainty. But
I did my ribs. And the moment she put that needle down, I was like, I regret this decision. It was miserable. And it was maybe 3 minutes total.
It was.
But the whole time I was like, and I had just gotten my makeup done and I'm like trying not to clench my face. I was like, I fucked this up. But we got Gimme Kiss. Again, watch the show if you haven't already. So what this means is either Nikki and I are friends and we have a matching tattoo, or we have jinxed our friendship and this podcast won't even be around in a year. Possibly one of us will be murdered as well.
Hopefully me. The reason that Meg says that is because I was very sort of against getting matching tattoos because I have, I think it's 3 or 4 matching tattoos with a girl who was previously my friend. Also just like a not great friendship. We had the most, actually we had the most toxic friendship I've probably ever had. She beat my ass once. Really bad.
And I think you can want to beat your friends' asses, but like you shouldn't do it.
No, she beat me up. Yeah. And there were lawyers involved.
Did you get any other tattoos after said beat?
I think all of them.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on. So that was my thing. I was like, yeah, I don't know. I have matching tattoos with one friend and like we're clearly no longer friends. Yeah, I forgave her for the beat up and then we were friends from like, that was in 2017. We started our friendship in like 2015 and then we stayed friends until about 2021.
And I was very curious though on the matching. So we originally had talked about like maybe getting the sex cells because the Hudson and Connor, the actors on the show, that's what they have in actual real life. And then when I pivoted to Gimme Kiss, I was like, I then thought maybe you were like, fuck, that's what I wanted in the first place. And now I have to get it. Or
no, I like it.
Okay. I thought maybe I cornered you into a matching tattoo.
I think sex cells is great. And we did talk about it. But also like that's not a realistic, unless it's on your coochie.
Yeah.
Or on your butt cheek.
Yeah.
You cannot like comfortably walk around with that. But I did send you a video and I think that getting it on the inside of the lip would be so fire.
What did they have? I didn't see what they had.
I don't give a fuck what those girls had.
Have?
Sex cells.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Fucking dummy.
Maybe.
I'm just kidding.
She's so nice to me. She's like, maybe she was the aggressor in this last relationship.
Listen, no, I got beat up, guys.
And I've seen the videos of you at church back in the day. You seem very sweet and very nice. I don't see someone having a reason to beat you up.
You're lying, right?
No, you
seem
sweet.
The last video that I sent is me being diabolical, being like, go yell at those people out in the hallway.
Yeah, but to me, like how you were dressed, it seemed very church lady, but like not crazy.
I just want to say, I sent Meg.
We should post some photos.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that because I have spoken on this pod about like my weight loss journey specifically and my transformation from how I used to be to who I am today. I am a different person.
100%.
That is not me.
Yeah.
Like I don't know who that is.
If you know anything about me, or sometimes I give flack, not directly to you, but I'll be like, oh, everyone's faces look the same and everyone's getting Botox and filler and blah, blah, blah. Number one, your face doesn't look the same. Like you are still a very individualistic person. But I then had to look at the photos of you before and I was like, Nick, keep on keeping on. I was like, whatever you've been doing,
will never
you
stop
look
getting the
so
Botox.
good. But then I refused to get it because I am afraid that I will also look a lot better.
Do you fear the power that you will hold?
Yes. I'm married now. I'd rather just stay ugly.
First of all, you're not ugly.
You know.
Secondly, I don't think it would even change you that much. There's nothing to change. For me, what really changed my appearance, majority was weight loss. My whole face shape changed.
Yeah, it definitely.
Like it changed the entire appearance of like what my face looked like. Because if you look at pictures of me from high school where I was slimmer, I look more like me than I did in 2019.
Makes sense.
I look crazy.
You looked a little bit like a Yoshi. Like a
like a dinosaur?
But a cute one. Like just very plump, like round face.
I was big in the face.
You know.
That is where I gain weight. As soon as I gain weight, you know where it goes? My face and my ass, which is great. But I'm like, can one stay and the other go?
Mine's my tummy. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to diet and exercise for that one. And I'm just not a compromise I'm willing to make at this point in my life.
You're not willing to do that.
One thing I meant to mention earlier, just as I'm getting older and I'm giving zero fucks again, I'm like, well, whatever. I could look better, but it is what it is at this point. I was at the airport in Austin, just stuck there.
Okay.
And I look over and I see one of those gross massage chairs that however many people have sat in, you scan your credit card and it just rubs you down. I sat there for 3 cycles.
I would have too.
And I had a little bit of a neck ache. So Nikki, not only am I
You
sitting
did
on
not
it,
slouch
but
down.
I'm like, I am moving with this massage chair.
You are like
for the listener,
gyrating like a stripper giving a lap dance.
I'm at the club with this chair. I am grinding
gosh,
into this chair.
It is an 8th grade middle school dance.
But
Holy shit.
my neck, I had such a bad like stinger, like right at the top of my shoulder.
Never heard that.
Yeah, like just one of those like, I mean,
Like
a knot.
pinch. Okay, yeah.
Where you're
Okay.
just like, oh my gosh, I need someone to get in there with their fucking thumb or
Yes.
elbow. And so I was grinding into this chair, and I at one point went, "You're in public. This is a little crazy that you're doing this," but I don't care. I don't care. Oh, also at the Austin airport, I watched His and Hers, which I don't think you've seen yet.
I did not watch the last episode. I've watched everything but.
Okay, well, that has a pretty big point in it, so you should watch it. But if anyone,
I know the plot. I saw the plot. I saw the very last scene with the asthma thing.
Yeah, but that's
Okay.
oh, it's so much bigger than that.
Really?
Nikki, the last episode, my neck almost broke looking at the TV, looking at it. I was like, this can't be happening right now. It's crazy. So you got to watch that last episode for anybody who needs a good show to watch. It's a thriller. His and Hers, Netflix, 6 episodes. Quick watch.
Very quick watch.
Yeah.
It's an easy binge.
So when you watch the last episode, make sure to text me. Let me know
okay.
how it's going.
I'll live text.
Other than that, I feel like I'm not really watching. I have not seen a fucking movie. I'm all about the movies. I haven't seen anything.
Reading what you wrote down. I'm just reading.
Now I'm so interested on what is making you.
You know what
giggle,
caught
though.
my eye? Candace versus Erica.
It's all over my TikTok. That's
You
my
are
algorithm right now.
fucking funny.
Okay, so my notes, massage chair, we went over that. Guessing movie endings. One thing I'll just say about that, I feel like as photographers, I so much more easily can start guessing plots of things.
Yes.
Because I'm just paying so much more attention to the details.
Right. Okay.
I can't
Sure.
stop. Wedding recap. I mean, I got married. It is what it is.
We can talk. Maybe we can dedicate an episode to talking more about it if we want to just do like an additional pop-up episode. If the people are interested, let us know. If you're not, then fine.
If you have
Fuck
questions, let me know. But other than that, like, I got married.
Perfect.
Yeah, love Adam. Okay, upcoming trip. I don't think Nikki will attend this one. I would love her to, but
because
I
I'm
understand.
about to leave the country for 10 days.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so we both have upcoming trips. Talk about yours first, because yours is cooler.
No, I'm just going to Ecuador, which has 6 out of 10 most dangerous cities in the entire world right now. So
we'll see what happens.
I might.
I think that's
not
fun.
Be here.
I think that's fun. It's gonna be good.
Hopefully I don't get kidnapped. I will say, you guys, Ecuador is actually very safe. You just it depends on where you go.
Yeah.
You have to make sure that you are smart when you travel.
Yeah.
I've traveled with some freaking dummies before,
Yeah.
okay?
Well, I even think that's in like Minneapolis.
Anywhere.
Like, well, maybe
It's anywhere.
don't walk around at 3:00 in the morning.
It's anywhere.
in an alley.
Yeah. But, I mean, Ecuador is still, I believe, considered a third world country. So there are still a lot of government issues and gang issues. But if you go to like Quito and you go to stay with like a hostel organization that does, tours and guided stuff, like that's obviously a much safer option, especially if you don't speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Being a Spanish speaker, having family there in Ecuador still, like we know where to go. We know where we're staying. And then basically what we're doing is we're going to take like 6 days at the beach and just stay, in an Airbnb in a very nice part of town and just frequent the beach daily, which will be amazing.
I also feel like you are a little less of a target.
I'm not like
a
blonde hair,
local.
blue-eyed.
Yeah, blue-dyed.
Blue-dyed.
Yeah, trying to speak Spanish.
Yes. Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Puedo tener
Queso,
dos.
por favor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's we don't even do queso like that, but yeah.
Oh, is it the queso like the pull apart?
No, we're just like, people really actually think that like,
I don't actually think Ecuador's Mexico.
no,
Okay.
I know. But a lot of people, when they think about like Latino food or like Latino centric food, like it's all centered around spice. And I'm like, y'all don't probably want to even be trying some of this Ecuadorian food. Like one of our specialties is guinea pig.
Honestly, I've never liked them that much. Like, I don't care.
You're an insane human.
I'm like, well, whatever.
You're like, let me try it.
It's
Heard
not
it
like
tastes like chicken.
puppies. Yeah.
But I'm not eating the guinea pigs. I do love a guinea pig, and I'm not going to be
a live
eating a guinea
one.
pig. Yeah, yes. I love a live guinea pig. So
What cameras are you bringing? What are you going to shoot?
wasn't planning on it.
Bring one camera for the love of God. Bring your Canon 81.
That's what I was thinking. Was probably just bringing a film kit.
'Cause
Actually,
I really
you know
loved
what?
your Mexico photos.
I need to bring a camera because the sole purpose of us going is to bring my grandpa back probably for the last time, and I would like to document that. So, no, shut the fuck up.
Such a crazy thing
What?
to say. Wouldn't it be kind of...
If you died there?
Yeah.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
No, that would
It'd
be
be-
horrible, but it would save us a lot of money because our family, one of Papa's relatives got him a plot in Ecuador to be buried with like all of his siblings.
Yeah.
And so
Would you bury him, or do cremation
no,
and then
bury. They're like true Catholics.
That scares the shit out of me.
true
burn
Catholics.
me.
Yeah. My grandma's buried. Like that's like a big thing. Like Catholics don't, at least the Catholics that I grew up around, don't believe in cremation.
That's fair. Yeah.
So yeah, he would be buried, and we have a spot for him. So like, would it save us some money? Sure. But do I think he has some good years under his belt still? 100%.
That's fair. But yeah, if he just felt at peace enough where he's like, I'm good.
I mean, that would be crazy.
It'd be crazy. And I think it'd be very sad, obviously, that your grandfather would no longer be with you. But I also feel like I know you enough that you'd be like, well, then that was meant to happen.
100%.
Like he came back
100%.
home. Oh my
Yeah,
God, I'm going
this
to
is
cry
where
just
he's gonna
thinking
be.
about it. I'm going to cry just thinking about it. Maybe one day I'll go back to Mora, Minnesota and die there. Oh, I hate that place. Okay. Oh, my upcoming trip. I even posted about this on TikTok. People were liking it and saving it, not commenting, which was the exact opposite of what I needed. So I just archived it. I was like, you guys fucking suck. But I'm going to the West Coast. I am going to Vegas and then Palm Springs, San Diego, up to Carmel, all bopping
Sounds so
around.
nice.
I'm so excited. But I posted a TikTok and I was like, okay, I'm going on a solo road trip. I want to do things I don't normally do. I've been out there multiple times. I always do the same shit. Like, where should I go? Where do locals go? What would be some good photo moments that aren't so touristy? Blah, blah, blah. People are liking, saving. And I'm like,
Nobody's giving you the advice that you're looking
not
for.
one comment of like, here's what I would recommend. So I was like, okay, I feel stupid. Let's go ahead and archive this.
You should have kept it up.
Yeah, I know. But I feel like at this point with the Ulta video going up so hard, if I post a video and it gets 1 like, I'm like,
Delete.
I'm going to kill myself.
Delete.
You know who did like the Ulta videos today?
Ulta.
Do you know who Chris Olsen is? The little gay. Hold on. I bet sorry, little gay doesn't sound great.
We love the gays. Big gays, little gays.
Chris, I absolutely love you.
Any gays.
I bet you know his face though. Hold on.
The gay that I know and love is the gay who sits and does those whisper videos, and he's like,
I love him so much.
that is literally like my
If I
favorite
Were a
person. And
Girl.
he's like, if I were a girl and my name was Ashley. Nope, never
You've
seen him.
never seen
Is he
him.
married? Might have seen like some of his wedding videos if he's married.
He's not, but him and his
Don't know.
boyfriend used to do like a bunch of videos together. How crazy is that we can have such different and he's got like
Algorithms.
millions of followers. Speaking of that really quick, someone did send me a video from a TikToker who has almost 1 million followers. And this video had, 700,000 likes on it. And it was a skit, word for word,
No
my Ulta
fucking
situation.
way.
And I was like, can we talk about these skit TikTokers really quick? Number one, have you never had an experience in your own life that you can talk about?
How do you know it was a skit, not a real life experience?
It was a skit account. Like it was someone who does, and they'll put like hashtag
They like
Reddit.
mimic like what
Back
a
and-
situation is that
Yes.
somebody else. Oh, okay. So,
So
they
she-
were doing. So like you're the Ulta employee, I'm you, and then the camera's going back and forth.
Yes. Word for word, my story.
Send it to
And
me.
I was like,
and I'll comment.
I had people DMing me and they were like, "Hey, did she get like permission to tell
Like
your
at
story?"
least fucking tag me in the bio, in
That's
the
my
link,
thing.
in the
Because
caption,
I was like,
whatever.
look, I don't own this story, but also like it was my experience. I cannot tell you how much money these skit accounts
Oh,
are
yeah, they're
making
making.
off of just telling your stories.
Off the backs of these
Yeah.
hard working American people who are going to Ulta and getting pressured into putting their phone number in and then leaving without their merchandise.
Exactly. I'm broke. Tag me in your video. But also, in general, the skit accounts, I'm like, what, like, go do something else. Don't just like sit in your house for hours a day, scrolling TikTok, finding other people's experiences, and then I'm making skits about them. I'm like, okay.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a really easy way to make money. We could totally do it.
No, the way I'm about to start live streaming like any games I play on my iPad just to see if some losers follow me because they have nothing else to do during the day.
Losers.
Okay.
We
Shelf
don't-
game.
we don't
Speaking
believe
of that,
yeah.
there's this shelf game I can't stop playing. No, you're good. Do I have it on my phone? Okay, it is called Goods Sorting. This game is so addictive. I literally, it's
don't
just
agree with you, but
shelves.
I've
And
seen
you are just, well, I'm telling everybody else, not just you, bitch.
I forget that it's just us here. So I forget.
No, sometimes I do too. I'm like,
sometimes I
yeah, we
forget
already
that
talked
there's
about this.
10 people
Yeah.
who are additionally listening.
We
Sorry.
appreciate the
Okay.
10 listeners. But if you don't know, and if you just need like a good mindless game, it is shelves and you just have to sort things together, but you're on a timer. So it's just like, it's so addictive.
Okay, so it makes you do it in a specific amount of time. See, I didn't
so
gather
you're
that.
rushing.
So I was thinking that you're just sitting here sorting and organizing, like because it brings you peace of mind, not because you're feeling the anxiety and the thrill to do it in the time of which you need to do it.
Yep. It's like Candy Crush, but
With shelves. What I play is a game called 2048. I think I've told you about it, right?
I love
I love
2048.
2048.
I
If
found it on an
you-
airplane.
Me too.
Yep.
Back of the seat on a Delta flight, my very like experience of being like, I should play a game because I'm a little bored and I don't know
Yeah.
when the flight's gonna land and blah blah blah.
So
Pulling up
good.
2048 and now your girl can't stop playing it. So if you're looking for a game that you like or want to play or get into, 2048 is a numbers game where it's all even numbers and you're trying to match the numbers. It's hard to explain, but essentially you're trying to get the blocks to add up to the number 2048. But the only way you can get the blocks to add is when you get them matched,
Like combined like numbers. Yeah. It's very addictive as well. And when you get stuck, you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to land this plane forcefully because I'm pretty pissed.
When I was in Vegas this last time, I went to Vegas the weekend after Meg's wedding. So I went 2 weekends in a row. But when I went this last time, anytime I got bored or was like in a taxi or just like in the elevator, I was just like,
Do, do, do. Honestly, I'd rather do that than scroll social media.
me too. And
Yeah.
that's kind of something that I'm trying to train my brain to do is instead of opening an app right away and being like
Yep.
aimlessly scrolling, because a lot of the time when we open these apps, there's nothing even that I'm looking at.
We're
that
not
I'm
like having a conversation. Well, you and I are constantly sending memes back and
Yeah.
forth, but like there's no productive reason.
Nothing.
Yeah. And I told Adam last night that if I push off dementia as long as I can, it's because of this shelf game.
Perfect.
Because I'm working my brain. I'm
To organize.
strategically.
You're going to
putting
be
things-
97 and you're going to be in your kitchen like this, like,
No, in the old folks' home doing this, and they're like, I don't know why she's doing that. I think.
are you going to be in an old folks home in fucking Georgia or what was that?
Probably. I can't deal with the cold anymore. I need to go down south. Except I don't like the heat either. So I do need to become like I need to spend warm.
You should do desert.
I know.
I like the desert weather.
I don't like bugs.
Okay, are there bugs in the
Scorpions,
desert?
or that's maybe an insect. I don't know, or whatever that is. But I don't like things like that. I do like Minnesota because things die. Unfortunately,
winter.
people,
Yes.
animals that shouldn't die also die. Like a lot of things die.
You have mentioned that previously, like that it would be really hard to be in a hot state year round because I personally would go crazy because I would be trying to rescue animals. I would be having
Oh yeah,
a
they're
sanctuary,
everywhere.
and I just don't mentally. I don't know that I can like do that.
Yeah, that's why
you know?
I don't find myself eager to go to countries or like places where people are like, oh, look at all the dogs. Even though the dogs actually seem fine. They seem, number one, well fed.
No.
They're good. The
No.
weather's fine. I would
No.
really struggle going there.
It's hard. When I went to Mexico, January of 2025, I believe.
Yeah.
For a wedding, and we went to Mismaloya Beach for whatever, just to be at the fucking beach. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
The way that the dogs come out in the morning, like they all obviously, like you said, are taken care of. They're like, but some of them have like a limp and nobody's paying for them to get their fucking paw fixed. And I'm like, I need to take you home. And then I'm getting fleas because I'm laying on the beach with dogs and people are like, don't touch them. They're dirty. And I'm fucking
like, what am I
mouth
supposed to
kissing
do?
them.
Yeah. Speaking of limps, Opie has a slight limp, but it's not his paw. It's his
Hip,
it's,
his joint.
It's his joint because he flings his body off of the couch. He plays so hard. And Adam and I are like...
And I feel like when he runs, he kind of hops like a kangaroo or like a bunny a little bit too, which is what my mom's boyfriend's dog does. And they're very similar in stature right now.
So I'm a little nervous, but I'm also like, well...
What
are
can
we
you do?
Yeah, a weekly massage because I think it's more of like a joint
You
muscle
could.
thing.
We massage Baxter daily.
Okay, well, you doing it versus me paying $100 for someone to do it.
What? Massage your dog?
I thought
you
I meant,
can fucking do it.
I
Like
meant a
what?
professional, like people who bring their pets to chiropractors.
I'm not doing that.
I'm just saying.
Baxter lays and we, you know.
So just because we're on the social media thing still, number one, if you don't already know, Candace Owens really thinks Erica Kirk killed Charlie Kirk. And it's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Do we disagree?
Watching Candace go after Erica,
It's hilarious.
I love when these people are fighting each other. It's so hilarious to me. And I don't think Candace Owens and I would ever be friends, but like she seems to agree with some of my opinions right now, and I love that. I think in the next couple of years we will find out some insane things about Erica Kirk.
I agree. She's actually a very I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm sorry. We could literally be talking about, I don't know, Michelle Obama, let's say. If she was acting this way and had these diabolical eyeballs about her, I actually was watching a video and I got scared,
No,
okay?
they're terrifying.
No, I got physically afraid. I was in the dark and I was like, I need to turn my flashlight on. She's here. The demon of Erica Kirk is in my room. And I started feeling like I was getting haunted.
No, she's
like she
terrifying.
is, brings a dark omen.
And it's funny because I remember when Beyonce did the Super Bowl, the one actually you sent me of you and Papa watching, people
We
were
need
like,
to talk about that.
she's demonic. Look at her eyes. She's look how wide her eyes are getting. And now I look at Erica Kirk and I go, that is demonic. That is terrifying.
You know what? She's straight out of the Da Vinci Code. Like straight out of the Da Vinci Code, the dude who's always whipping himself, that's her.
I've been watching a lot of Candace's stuff and I'm like, she's uncovering some weird history with Erica and how
if something happens to her.
Agreed. I was like, I hope you have a whole ass team protecting you. But you said something earlier that I want to call out and really drive home. We're not calling out Erica Kirk because we may disagree with anything she thinks. No.
It's her behavior as a person.
If Michelle Obama was acting like this, we'd have a problem. If Barack Obama acted like Donald Trump, we'd have a problem because these are civil servants. They are not gods. So, but you know who's cool as fuck? The Obamas. I didn't make that up. They just are. So sorry I don't hate them like I hate other people because they're fucking cool. We need mom and dad back. We need mom and dad back.
Need something. Can we talk about the Super Bowl though, since you brought it up?
The Beyonce Super Bowl?
Fuck
or the
no. I'm sorry. We're talking about Bad Bunny, okay? Because wait, do it again. Start from the top.
No, because I don't
Meg's
think
been trying to learn Spanish, and okay,
it's not
clearly
gonna go
my
well.
Duncan has kicked in. Have you noticed a change in my behavior in the last 4 to 6 minutes?
Here's my thing. I can't speak Spanish. I can't even sing the song. I can give a musing of the song.
Okay, do it.
I can't do it now that there's a focus on it. And also, I had
I'm gonna
mentioned
Erica Kirk you.
that And I also mentioned that I feel like Benito leaves his S's off.
In some words, yeah.
In some words. So I end up doing that, and now I'm afraid that that's
it.
incorrect.
Do it.
I can't.
Just try it once.
You sing it, and I'll join in.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Wait, how does it start?
It's like...
Debí tirar más fotos de cuando te tuve.
Debí de echar más besos. Now I'm
Y
lost.
abrazos las veces que pude. Ojalá que los míos nunca se muden.
Yeah, see, that's where I get lost.
Y si hoy me emborracho, pues que me ayuden.
I can't. It's that third line where he goes a little bit fast. I have practiced it so many times. Mind you, I can go bar for bar with like Eminem when he's like...
For sure.
I cannot get that third line, but I will.
I actually believe in you because that was pretty good.
I'm committed.
Okay.
I wish that I did it before the Super Bowl, but there's no time like the present.
But he also didn't even sing that song until the very end for about 5 seconds, which people were a little upset about. But you know what? As a proud Latino woman, couldn't give a fuck. You know who was
anything he sang, I'd be happy.
Shaking and crying the whole Super Bowl? Me.
Oh,
Sobbing.
Yeah.
I was sobbing.
You were in Vegas, right?
I was in Vegas.
Yeah,
I was coming off of a lot of beverages. I was physically, mentally unwell. I hadn't slept.
Yeah.
We had a good night.
But honestly, what a fun way to experience the Super Bowl. Like,
No,
where
in a
you're
hotel.
just
We were in a
getting to be-
hotel room.
Yeah.
Thank God. I told my friend, I was like, if we were in public, I would be institutionalized right now because I was sitting on the bed like this. Physically shaking. And here's what I'll say about it. It was all in Spanish.
Yeah.
And like, as somebody who speaks Spanish and grew up in Ecuador and my family's from Ecuador and I have immigrant grandparents, it was the greatest thing to ever happen to me.
I bet.
And it just felt so good. And I just felt such a sense of pride. And you know whose country got a shout out at the very end? Mine.
To be fair, a lot of them did, but yes.
All of the Americas. But Ecuador never gets shouted at.
I
okay?
also thought that was really fucking cool that he did
thought so,
that.
too.
I was like, oh, number one, he said, God bless. So
Yeah.
complain about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You know, yeah,
Christians.
Christians or whatever, religious people. And then he said, everybody. And
All of America,
Yeah.
babe.
and I'm like, and you're still
All
going
of
to be
it.
mad about it?
Like, how is that?
Big bitch babies, I swear.
Yeah.
It was such a good show. And then Candace did talk about the what do they call it? TPUSA turning
Yes.
point. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Pussy.
I was listening to her talk about that too.
The fact that it was pre-recorded
over 3 days.
Yeah, over 3 days. 250 people were there, like
They were
200
feeding
people.
you tacos.
They had to be paid multiple takes of each performance. I'm like,
And then they put on
lame.
the thing. And listen, as a girl who likes country, like I think we both actually enjoy country music.
Yeah.
But for them to be like, I want to be with my dog and my fish
have
and
you
my fishing
seen
pole
that Bo
and
Burnham
the dick.
country music pandering song? I'll have to send it to you. It is exactly, they could have played it, I think, at T Pussy's halftime show, and it would have been great. T Pussy, whatever you want to call them. I'm never gonna call them
TPUSA.
Yeah, TPUSA. Okay, couple other things. I wrote down, I'm amazed by actors and I don't know what I was talking about.
Maybe you were talking about Connor's story and his amazing ability to act because people are actually just really fascinated with his like
Actually,
versatility and range because him as a person is so different than
So
Ilya
different.
Rozanov. It's like actually insane. Like,
and in the show, he has these little idiosyncrasies where I go, other people would not have thought to do that.
No,
he
is
how he's
amazing.
reacting and how I'm like,
and he even brings
Phenomenal.
out like a tiny bit of himself, like his actual personality into his character. I'm amazed by him, truly. And there is this interview that he's on a red carpet with another actress, and I can't remember her name right now, but the guy interviewing them, and was like, so what did you think of Connor's performance? Like, kind of trying to sexualize him a little bit. And he's asked something about him in a sexual manner almost. And this actress was like, I didn't think about that at all. I actually thought about how amazing of an actor this person is.
yeah. Phenomenal. And maybe I was watching Heated Rivalry. I think it was less, like how he acts, and both of them are very good, especially because in the book, it does call out how much Shane doesn't say out loud. He's a very internal person. So I feel like Hudson does a great job with those fucking eyes of
He
like
does.
acting with his
Also
eyes.
amazing.
But I think it was watching some of these sex scenes and I go, the fact that they're doing this, to me, this seems very intimate, but I know that there's a whole crew of people watching this.
20 plus.
Yelling things out like, move your leg. And they're like having to continue
Look
going.
back.
Yeah.
Look back at it.
And I'm like, these actors, like, this is impressive. Because I
I
would
could
have
never.
I'd have such a hard
crumble.
time. Exactly. I'd have such a hard time, I think, cracking up or just like feeling uncomfortable or my
Here's the thing.
lines.
For me, I'd be like, this is real.
Yeah.
We're going to
I'm
have
really
sex.
fucking you.
Like, I'd have
Fair.
4 shots of Fireball and I'd be like, this is going to be a little too real.
And then you get called into HR's office like, hey, so
Do they have that?
you were drunk. Yes. I think that if you showed up drunk to do a sex scene, I think that someone might be like, maybe
They
not
would
cool.
publish it.
Okay. One other thing on social media, I think, is I'm not going to say what I wrote, but so this photographer's on TikTok. I won't even call her out by name, but photographers on TikTok saying, hey guys, I'm really looking for some advice, especially from tenured wedding photographers
Just saw what you wrote.
or tenured photographers. I'm looking for advice on late fees. So I was like, oh, I'm interested in what she has to say. So she starts going in on opposite of what I thought she meant. I thought she meant couples payments due on the first. They didn't pay it for 2 weeks. Do you charge them a late fee? That's what I thought she was going into. Her thing was, I have a session scheduled for 5 o'clock. I've shown up at 4:45, so I'm waiting 15 minutes, and then they don't show up till 5:15. So I've been waiting for a half hour.
Okay.
Do I charge them a late fee? Like, that's a huge hindrance in my day.
Okay.
What do you think? Like, asking, like, what do you guys think? And I was like, okay, well, for me personally, to say that you've been waiting that chunk of time, 15 minutes is on you, babe. And you should show up at 4:45. You're a service provider. You should be there early. But don't count that against the couple. Like, I've been waiting for a half hour. And then I say, with that being said, I don't really think that the 15 minutes they're late, like, yeah, it's kind of an inconvenience. But unless you have a session booked right afterwards, and even then I wouldn't charge a fee. I would just say,
This cuts into your time.
this cuts into your time. But I said, you know, I can sit in my car and play on my phone for another 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to charge the couple a fee. Even if this happened 365 days a year, if you had 365 sessions and it was 20, they were running 20 minutes late, 15 minutes late, whatever. I don't think that I personally would charge a fee. Because I know me, my sessions run a little bit long anyway, because I'm yapping or we're in a flow or whatever like that. Very simple. Oh, and I even write multiple times. I go, hey, this is my take. I am not saying you're right or that I'm right and you're wrong, but this is just kind of, I think, what I would do. I shoot 40 weddings a year, probably 20 engagement sessions. Like, no big deal in my eyes. On a video that you have asked for advice on, she then uses my comment to make a new video.
This is why I don't leave comments.
I'm never doing this again.
I never
Your
do.
account doesn't deserve engagement. And I made sure to let her know that. But so she uses my comment to make a video about how we don't all have the same 24 hours in the day. I have a job, like photography's not my only thing. La, 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 la. She goes off on this thing. But then she comments back and goes, no hate to my update or my response video or no hate. And I was like, oh, bitch, there's hate now. I was like, now I'm pissed at you because you asked for advice.
You're so funny.
I was so annoyed. No, you should. I was
No,
walking.
you're so funny. I can picture
I
it.
was walking around my house
See your
and I was
Twitter
like,
fingers tapping.
the amount of comments that I left, I did end up deleting them.
Why? Did you at least screenshot them?
No, but I will give you the gist of essentially what I said. I said that your behavior to post a TikTok asking for advice from tenured photographers, then to get advice, very nice actually. Like I went above and beyond trying to say,
You're so funny.
This is just my perspective. And then for you to use that against me, I said, just showcases what a novice photographer you are.
Period.
And I said, I hope that wedding vendors see your behavior online and don't refer you based on your, I went off. I said something else to her. I don't know. But I went off. I was so pissed. And then, I ended up deleting those because I was like, that's a little harsh. And then I just commented LOL on the follow-up.
Yeah.
And then on my original comment where she put no hate.
Did she keep these videos up?
She probably blocked me at this point. I didn't follow back up because I was like, I'm gonna start a war with this person. I'll have to send it to you if I
can find it.
I can go in my activity center and find it. But then I did comment and I just said, because she's like, no hate or whatever. And I just told her, I was like,
There's hate now. You have no idea what you've started.
I was like, don't worry. I said, I will never comment again. Your account doesn't deserve engagement if this is how you're going to treat people who gave advice that you asked for.
Period.
And I know
Stand
it was
up
just,
for yourself.
I don't know what it was yesterday, but yesterday was not the day to,
I
to
like
fuck
it.
with me. I was like, why are you asking for advice?
I like this.
Also, why are we just posting things on the internet? Now, granted, I've definitely been guilty of this, but like you're posting things on the internet, asking for advice or asking something. And then when people say something you don't like, you are flipping out. You're making follow-up videos
Yeah,
to
that's
like
crazy.
combat everything that everyone is saying.
That's crazy.
I will say with the Ulta video, when I was like, tell me if I'm a Karen, I knew that I wasn't a fucking Karen about that Ulta situation. So some people who were like, yeah, you're a Karen. I was like, okay, well, you can die. Because no, I'm not. But
I literally hate you and I curse your family.
Curse your family straight to hell. But I was like, why are you asking for advice? And now you're mad at me?
This is fun.
No hate. Okay, bye.
Okay, well, I
Bye,
hate
bitch.
you.
Same with, sorry, I'm going to call out the women or anyone who has a husband that sucks. Can we stop making videos about your sucky husband? You're crying, you're upset. And then people are like, hey, girl, that doesn't sound good. Oh, you don't know him. You don't know him like I know him.
I haven't seen those.
I see them all the time. And I don't hate my husband. So I don't know why this is
Right.
on my algorithm. Probably because I end up watching them because I think they're hilarious. I'm like, you have found yourself with a man who clearly hates you. Now you're posting about it. And now you're defending him in the comments. We got to stop that.
My
We gotta stop.
algorithm is still just mukbangs.
I don't get a single one of
And
those.
I love Wes Wilson from Summer House. If anybody watches Summer House on Bravo,
Never.
this is my number one crush in the house.
Never.
Oh, and
That's a
Cardi B concert outfits because I looked it up once because I'm going to the Cardi B
Where
concert.
is that?
God, I don't know.
I just get in a car. I go where people.
No, my coworkers were like, "Hey, we need to buy all these tickets together. Can somebody put it on their card?" Nikki? Question mark? Question mark? And I was like,
You're like, perfect.
Sure, me and all my money.
Yeah, give me the points.
So I put no debit card, just straight out of my pocket.
Hopefully you're getting refunded.
Well, yes,
quickly.
of course.
Okay,
They paid
good.
me back, but they were like, we need to buy them all together.
My problem
because there's
is
5 of us.
sometimes I'll put down a card on something and then I don't even bother with the follow-up of getting paid
I forget.
back.
I forget.
But that's a problem. That adds up quick. Like that shit adds up. I'm also no longer I am just not in the financial space to be putting my credit card down. Like I'll go out
I'll
with
always
friends
split a bill. We're
and
splitting a bill.
I'm like, put a credit card down and I'm like, no,
we're splitting a bill.
split. The wait staff, they're not gonna like it, but they can do it. So what else? I saw Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
We saw him at the Varsity Theater, which was really fun, really intimate. Pretty sure that he was a bit drunk and stoned the whole time, but he still put on a bitchin' show. So I am very curious if his set was super similar Varsity Theater night, such an intimate setting, and then he played the
Target
XL.
or
XL. Now it's called like Grand Casino,
yeah.
Arena.
St. Paul.
Stupid.
Yeah.
It is
It's
still,
the XL Energy Center.
and it's still TCF. Okay, I don't know
What's TCF?
Huntington Bank. That's
What's
what
that?
TCF Gopher Stadium by the U of
Girl, I
M.
don't know nothing about them.
I don't know.
Have never heard of her.
We got to stop changing names of this stuff because I'm not gonna call just like X and Twitter.
It's Twitter.
We're not doing that. Oh, okay. One thing I will say that I don't think I told you is after the Dave Chappelle concert show, I know I told you that I ordered an Uber to go to,
Yes.
the Badlands. On the way back, I am drunk. I have lost money. I get really car sick in the back seat of a car. I know
need you to
I
start sitting in the front
know,
seat.
I know. But I felt so incredibly sick. Like I could have thrown up this entire 40-minute ride where you're just like, you start the night and you're having fun. And by the end of the night, you're like, I'm so done. I need to be in my bed. I'm also wearing a Skims bodysuit, like a normal, whatever, just regular bodysuit that some people wear as a shirt, but I can't pull that off. It is so tight. I end up pretty much taking my pants off in the back of this Uber, unclasping.
What were you wearing? Jeans?
Jeans
Okay.
and like
a
a
black top.
top. Exactly. You know me. And so I'm like, okay, so I take my pants.
Off.
I'm butt ass cheeks on the back of this Uber.
Do you see the Uber driver being like,
Well, I'm trying to like look up, like, please don't look back here. Please don't look. And so I unclasp it, put my jeans back on. It is also still so tight that to pull it up over, like, it took everything in me. Plus, then I have to go like, okay, one arm out of a shirt, try to get the suit off on that side, put my arm back in, suit off. I got it off, but it took a really long time. And it was just the worst Uber of my, I'd rather drive drunk.
no.
Wait, let me take that back.
No.
I don't want to drive drunk. And Adam really wasn't that drunk, but I would rather just be in my own car. I hate Ubers.
100%.
I hate Ubers and Lyfts. Or we should have just got a room.
Okay, yes, that's a better option.
Yeah. In case anyone is listening to this, we should have just got a room.
Yeah.
I hate not having my own transportation.
Me too.
No.
It's kind of just like a stuck feeling, you know? And it's like...
And it was a $75 Uber ride. One way.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, okay.
Sounds diabolical.
Other than that, I mean, we've been gone for a couple weeks. The last thing that I will say is... I've really been, I know I probably said that 18 times.
No, I'm just reading one of the things you put. But okay, go ahead. I'll follow up.
I really have been, my algorithm a lot is trips. We've talked about that, Mexico City, whatever. The one thing now on my algorithm is, I don't know if it's in like Rwanda or something, Botswana, gorilla trekking.
Okay, yeah. You're not doing that. I'm sorry.
Okay, so let's talk about that.
Okay.
I have these grand plans of like things I want to do, but you know why I want to do them? For the photography.
For the content.
I think about, and let me say this with content, because content gets a bad rap. It's not like, oh, I want content to post on social media. I love taking photographs of everything so much that I want to travel solely based on the photography that I'd be able to take while I'm there. And I think that gorilla trekking would be the most insane experience. Like, I cannot imagine being in just the insane jungle, getting glimpses of gorillas and being able to photograph that. However, then at my ripe age of 33, I'm trying to be a realistic human on what would it take to get there. Okay. So number one, you got to get to wherever you're going, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whether that be Africa, whether that be South America. I don't know where these things are. You get there. Okay. 2-hour drive, winding the entire time up a huge mountain.
Yep.
Then your trek, your actual walking, is 2 hours downhill into the jungle. Do your thing. Hope that these gorillas don't kill you in the meantime.
Yep.
And then you have, I think the lady said it was a 400-foot elevation walk, 2 hours back up. And she said, I actually thought I was going to pass away. It was the most excruciating thing I've ever done, just a straight uphill climb for 2 hours. And she said actually it took more. The downhill climb was 2 hours, but obviously you're going to go slower back up.
Right.
So it's probably 3.5 hours.
Probably 4.
And I was like,
double the time.
It is not worth pictures of gorillas at this point in my life.
But then even imagine you're sitting there and there is a silverback gorilla in front of your face. Like, you don't know how you would react in that moment. Like,
honestly, that I think I can rise to the occasion. It is the exertion of energy to get there that I don't think, and by rise to the occasion, I don't mean I'm going to try to give it a hug, but I just mean like, I think I might cry, but not out of fear.
But you can't.
I think
you can't even breathe.
But that's like, I want to dive with humpback whales.
I feel like that's easier.
I feel like it's easier in terms of energy.
Not in terms of snapping the pics.
And also, I would be very scared that I would get swallowed up. I don't really believe Bible stories all that much.
You said, I'm a snack, honey.
That would really piss me off. I'd be like, do you know how long I've waited to do this? And now you're going to eat me? Bitch. This is why there's
I was
wailing.
laughing at you putting 33 and still wanting to put stickers on shit. Yeah. I don't do that.
I really have. I want people to know my personality via sticker.
I like your stickers though. I think you have a good. It very much matches like your aesthetic and like who you are as a person. Yeah. And they like you love a logo. Mm-hmm. You love like a what's it called? Like a graphic tee.
A graphic tee.
Something that says quote. Words that you don't have to say, and people just know because then you're like, don't fucking talk to me.
Yeah.
Read my water bottle.
Exactly.
Does it say that I like you? Because if it doesn't,
I want anything, shirt, sticker on my laptop or on my Pelican case. I want you to immediately know that I'm a radical leftist evil woman and that I love Beyonce and I love good music. And I don't know.
She might be an evil woman too, but
I don't want to talk about it. She's bobbing though. That bob looks good on
I
Beyonce.
like the bob. It
Yeah.
looks good on Beyonce.
As she
Not
just
gonna
ripped
lie.
me about having a bob.
I did sit here for the first about 5 minutes of Meg and I sitting here before we started the podcast. I did kind of lay into her about her decision to get a bob. It's not the bob of it all, actually. I actually think a bob on you would be very cute. It was the fucking bangs, bitch. It wasn't the bob. It was the bangs. And I told you specifically, yeah, cut your hair, but don't get bangs. You know who got fucking straight across bangs looking like berries and cream or looking like Lord motherfucking Farquaad, the blonde version?
It was.
Like, I just can never trust you to make a decision like that when it comes to your hair ever again.
When they did grow out a little bit though.
No.
Okay. I thought I had something there, but
Like your hair right now is the perfect length. I think a couple layers thrown in would be really cute. You could even go a little longer and get it like a little layered up. The chopping, first of all, Meg's hair used to be down to her actual butthole.
it was so long.
It was so long, which that's a whole other story though. Also, but like the fact that you cut like 17 inches off your hair, went up above your shoulders, above. It was directly below your ears, and
was
you
very
cut a
high.
straight across bang. And then you fucking had the audacity to walk into a Chili's and put all the attention on yourself by screaming about how I had a leg amputation. And I'm looking at you like, bitch, you just chopped your hair off in a crazy way.
I just felt very out of control of life. And I needed to make a really big change. And the worst part of it all is maybe it would have been cute if it was like this bright blonde bob, but it was my grow out.
It wasn't
it was
a
just
bright
dark.
bright blonde bob. I feel like would have been worse.
I don't know.
You would have looked like a fucking, what are those things that people blow on and make a wish? A dandelion. Like a white
Cute.
little.
I think that you should,
No.
if you make any graphics for this episode, you should do pictures of like us now,
I'm
but like
never showing
previous.
those photos
You
of
should.
myself or that video of myself. I think the
should.
internet would hold it against me for eternity and never forget.
I think excuse me, it could go viral showing your before and after.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's true because I was a terrifying looking human being. I'm just going to let everybody know. Yeah.
It was a different time.
It was a different time and I was scary. Like, I need to find these pictures of you.
You're such a dick.
I'm such a bitch.
So mean.
Listen, though, I know what you look like without that haircut.
Yeah.
The good thing, though, you were still getting dick down. You were
He
still
still wanted
getting
to marry me. I wonder, did we get engaged before that haircut?
I hope so.
I think we did. He does like longer hair. He has since told me now that my hair has grown out a little bit. He's like, I'm so glad you don't have a bob anymore. I was like,
For
So
me,
you
though,
hated
it wasn't
it.
the bob. It was the bangs. It was the bangs. And I told you the bangs were the thing. The bangs.
I think for me, it's because I had bangs as a little girl.
Oh, yeah.
And
when
it-
you were 4?
Yeah, but it looked so cute.
Okay, you're 33, babe.
I know, but I was.
Mentally a 4-year-old when you got that haircut. Literally,
I think so. I was like, I
think
just
you were
wanna
like,
go
I just
back
want to be a baby
to-
again. I need to feel something.
Also, whenever you say 33 or I think that I'm 33,
Are you not?
no, I am.
Yeah.
And you're turning 33 this year.
No.
Yes, you are. I was like, don't play with me. That is the same age
No.
of that volunteer wrestling coach that
Oh my
I
God. Okay.
was hanging out with back in the day when I was a teenager. I won't call him out by
Imagine
name.
hanging out with a 17-year-old
you.
right now.
Every time I hear 33, it just like brings me, it snaps me
Yuck.
back into that really quick. And I'm like, I cannot imagine messing around with a 16-year-old.
Yuck.
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 Anyways, that was my recap.
Prison. Jail.
Unfortunately, it couldn't because I was of the age of legal consent
Yuck.
since I was heavily consenting back then.
I have nothing to add to this podcast today. I don't know what's new with me. Well, I do, but we're
Are you
not breaking
going
it down.
back to Vegas?
Not for a while.
I thought you were going, or maybe that's not going to be for a bit. I thought you were
May.
going soonish.
May. Is that soon?
2 months. And you could come to Vegas with me next month.
First of all, I'm so poor.
I know.
Me I am poor and I'm mean, which we have established that you can't be both. So
Yeah, but you're not mean to me. You and
I'm
I
actually not mean to like anybody.
Yeah. I think that you and I are not mean people. We just like to laugh.
I'm just aggressive.
Yeah. That's like on SNL. Did you ever see that skit with Marcelo Hernandez and Pedro Pascal where he's like, he's not depressed. He just liked the dark. We're not mean. We just like to laugh.
I thought you were going to say the one with Alexander Skarsgård when he's dressed up as a little girl with the pigtails and he's chucking his friends out the window and he's like, stop talking.
That's so fun. We need to
that's
go
me.
see Pillion. It's
Well,
out.
No, what we
tomorrow.
need to go see is Wuthering Heights.
I
Okay?
know.
Because, well, I don't know. Will it fuck me up mentally, emotionally? Because I've seen videos of people just crying at the very end and being like,
I mean, yes, no, maybe so, but like that's cinema. That's show business. Yeah, like you want to cry. I love crying. I love crying during movies. I love crying during music. I love crying.
I like crying during music.
Yeah. So I like crying for no reason at all. Some would say I should be medicated.
No,
But I
I think
refuse.
you're more fun.
Thank you. That's what I told my therapist. I have so much
But
medication.
the thing is,
and I don't
now
take
you're
it.
going to therapy, so it's fine.
I agree.
I think
I'm working
one
on it
is-
some way.
Yeah. Anyway, what
So-
else is new with me? What's my update?
I mean, you're going to Ecuador. Wedding season's about to start. Dogs are good. I don't know.
Okay,
I
perfect.
don't know.
Thank you guys for yapping with us.
I feel like that was so short.
That was
Actually,
an hour. You
I
know
probably
what?
talked for
Our
the whole time.
episodes have been like an hour and 40 minutes, I've noticed, which is great for the girls and the guys and the gays who like a little longer of a yap.
Yeah.
But an hour is kind of a sweet spot too. And it's okay for us to sign off because then we're just leaving more for next week.
That's fair. We don't need to talk about everything all the time. All that good stuff. Okay, great. Well, thanks so much for joining this cocktail hour. We appreciate you guys.
Make sure. I got to pull it up.
I'm not cutting
Make
this.
sure you follow along with us on Instagram at cocktailhour.podcast and submit your stories or no questions or don't submit anything, actually.
Don't talk to us.
You know what? Make sure you follow along with us at cocktailhour.podcast on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. Don't know the app, but it's on there. And make sure that you subscribe on YouTube and leave us comments because, like,
Yeah, that's where we need the comments is specifically on the YouTube. We're the worst
Please.
podcast hosts ever. However, I think that this is the best podcast. Like if we got picked up some way somehow, I actually think it'd be very successful. But we both have so much other things going on. Like
we are very busy girls,
Very
okay,
busy.
guys? But like we love and appreciate this time with all of you. So we would appreciate it if you return the favor and just subscribe to our channel.
I'll put our Venmo somewhere if you want to. I'm just
No, we
kidding.
don't. Well, I need money,
I was like, we could use some money.
but support the pod.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Bye.